on est sur la Hilula de Avraham Avinu. It's the Hilula of Avraham Avinu. And there is not a higher and better day than that day. Il n'y a pas un plus grand ou un meilleur jour que ce jour-là. That's why I had to give you some information about what we are doing here, what we are doing here and where we are going. C'est ça que je devais vous informer un peu plus sur ce que nous faisons ici et où nous allons. And basically, I sent the text to some people for purpose. Because I need people who will be reading, who were with us, and will always stay in Jerusalem the next month. Because everything you're collecting now is for a purpose. And if you know what we are doing from the project in Africa, from the to the Smicha program, you will understand that we are not building things by others, but we are making steps after steps. Donc en fait, vous verrez que tout ce qu'on est en train de faire là, c'est un chemin bien construit. Et qu'il était temps, ne serait-ce que pour aujourd'hui, de vous donner certaines informations par rapport à ce qu'on fait et où on va. Et qu'est-ce qu'on est en train de construire derrière et dans quelle logique on le fait et où est-ce qu'on veut amener les choses. Et j'envoie le texte pas à tout le monde, j'envoie déjà à ceux qui sont réellement partie de la famille, ceux qui sont ici en ce moment et qui seront avec nous après, parce que les mois qui viennent seront des mois particuliers. So what's happened is that something very important have to be said about Avraham Avinu. Quelque chose de très important qui doit être dit à propos d'Avraham Avinu is that he is the first one who started the tikkun of Adam Arishon. C'est le premier qui a commencé à réparer les choses depuis Adam Arishon. Meaning we had the word who was trying to handle what's happened since Adam, and nothing was like positive since then. Le monde essaie de survivre depuis le temps où Adam Arishon l'avait fauté, et rien n'existait de manière concrète depuis ce moment-là. So I select many different parts just to let you know some details, and after we'll try to go deeper. And after we'll study in the second part of the Limud, the Otiyot. So first of all, I want you to understand why we are doing a Smicha program. Donc, je vous comprenez pourquoi on fait un programme de Smicha. For this, we're going to go in Mikatzel, book of Ben Ishchai. On va aller dans Mikatzel avec Ben Ishchai. But okay, we are in family. Like I said to Rabbi Shimon, if you pay attention, this book is strange. Si vous faites attention, ce livre il est bizarre. Because it's called Mikatzel, one of his books. But when you look at the first part of the book, it's all the halachot you have in all the other books. Ce livre, il s'appelle Mikatzel, il est censé parler d'autre chose, mais quand tu regardes la première partie du livre, c'est que des halachot comme dans le Sefer halachot. And suddenly, you have that book. Et d'un coup, vous avez ce livre-là. Yirat ve Ora'a. And it said, it's all the psyche halachot and all the derech of Ben Ishchai. And it's signed by a rabbi called Reuven Issachar Nisan, rabbi of Od Yosef Chaim. This is Mikatzel. This is Halakha. Ça, c'est Mikatzel. Ça, c'est Halakha. Why? Because Mikatzel is one of the books that basically, Ben Ishchai, even if he quote that I wrote a book on Mikatzel, it was supposed to be hidden.
It's like revealing his method.
Exactly. That's why what you see here, it's written not by under his name. So this rabbi, who is a try to find Reuven Issachar Nisan, brought all the method that we receive, and it's a must. Donc en fait, ce qui est écrit ici, c'est tous les, parce qu'on sait que le Ben Ishchai, il a certains écrits cachés. Il There are some written books which are not under his own names, and he gives information. So let's start to say something about Avraham Avinu and to give kavod to our father in a very authentic way. So I sent many pictures today. I will, maybe I can share that. You read it, so let's see what's happened. So the first picture I sent of Avinu que j'ai envoyé is to talk about the Gilouye Eliyahu. Il veut parler de la révélation d'Eliyahu Navi. He said, when Eliyahu Navi comes to teach you Halakha, he comes with his body, really. Quand il vient t'enseigner la Halakha, il vient physiquement. Mamash she'ur chai v'kayam mizman Moshe, meaning that the shape of Eliyahu Navi will be like when he was with Moshe, because Eliyahu, it's Pinchas. Et donc, sa forme physique, ça sera la même que ce qui a été avec Moshe. Parce qu'Eliyahu Navi, c'est Pinchas. The same. Ve'mosar lanu ma sheshama mi Moshe. And he will teach you what you have received from Moshe. So from that perspective, we understand one thing. Every time we will use the speech of Eliyahu like a psak halakha, it's only when he will be within himself physically, body. If it comes to you like an angel, like a vision, like a prophecy, we cannot decide of psak halakha based on that.
Physically means, let's say it's like I'm speaking to you, and you're teaching me, but I know from what you're saying to me that you're actually know.
It's one of the options, but not always. So he said basically, how is it possible now? How do we know the Masorah that when he's teaching Halakha, you have to be physically present in front of you? Comment on sait que quand il enseigne Halakha, il est présent physiquement? And when it's in your dream and in vision, we cannot do psak halakha based on that. He explained that Eliyahu Navi, and this is where I will start to read, because I will not read all the text, but give you some keys, and we'll see what the connection with Avraham Avinu after. Donc, quelques clés. On va voir la connexion avec Avraham Avinu après. So the first picture is basic page Kuf Chaf Vav. Donc en fait, il va commencer à expliquer des choses assez particulières. On va connecter avec Avraham Avinu de manière à la fin. Donc, la première page que j'envoie, si vous avez reçu les photos, c'est la page Kuf Chaf Vav. And I say like this, ici like this. I will start from where you see Pirush. In the picture, it's where I wrote in with my pen. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I read it all last night, so I'm good.
Is. Can I zoom?
It was weird. It's lying. I knew it was. I'm supposed to be doing this now.
So I said the keep is out to share because my maybe I can send it on WhatsApp. No. Keep it. So what he said, the Pirush explanation of one Zohar explaining how Eliyahu Navi works. The Matzati Sod Besefer Besifro Shel Adam Harishon. He said, I found a sword in the book of Adam Harishon. Which book? Not so sure.
What's up, Avraham?
It's another book. Because if you look Sefer Yetzirah, you will not see about Eliyahu Navi. There's nothing about it. Donc, il y a un livre qu'Adam Harishon a écrit, et c'est I found it. Il a trouvé ce livre. She'amar be'otam atoladot she'yaviu la'olam. So Adam Harishon is talking to all the generation which come from which will come from him. Il parle à toutes les générations qui vont venir de lui. She'amar, Ruach echad yeh sheyarad leolam hazeh ba'aretz. Only one Ruach, one soul will go down. Seulement un Ruach va partir en bas. Ve'itlabesh beguf chomari al yed'ei avehem. And he will have father and mother. Il aura un père et une mère. Ki Eliyahu Pinchas ben Eleazar ben Aaron HaKohen, because Eliyahu it's Pinchas ben Aaron HaKohen. So what does it mean? Eliyahu at the origin was an angel. Adam HaRishon knew that that angel has to be dressed in a body, and that body will be Pinchas. So don't think that Pinchas Eliyahu is first of all Pinchas and after Eliyahu. No, first of all it was Eliyahu, one angel. We don't know exactly what was he doing, but even if we know, and after will come in the physical body. Après, il y a un accord. And who is announcing that? Adam HaRishon. Who is Adam HaRishon? Avraham Avinu. It means that, Adam, you have many things to say. Why are you quoting these details? Pourquoi tu t'arrêtes sur ça? Look. And he said, Ve'imo'o aita'a mibnot putiel. And mother was from a convert. She converted because she was born already when she will choose Judaism. Donc la mère de Pinchas, c'était une convertie. Ve shemo yiyeh Eliyahu. So Adam HaRishon is giving a prophecy, nevoah, about what will be Eliyahu. He said, he will be born from a convert. Adam HaRishon, how do you know that convert will be a situation in the Jewish history? Comment tu peux savoir qu'il va y avoir des convertis dans l'histoire juive? He said. And he said, when he will be born, he will be called Pinchas. And after, his name will be Eliyahu. Why you choose that man, that soul? Pourquoi tu choisis cet homme-là? Look. ובגוף ההוא יסתלק ויתפשט מגופו, וזה הגוף הגשמי אחר שנזדכך יישאר בשערה. So he said, he has three structures. They will have a body, which body? Pinchas. And after when he's going up, he will leave that body. He will just continue with the soul. Après, quand il va se convertir, il va quitter ce corps, il va continuer qu'avec l'âme. וגופו אחר יזדמן לו להלביש את רוחו כדי להיות בין המלכים. And after we will receive another body to be able to stand with the other angels. So we have already two bodies. והוא סוד חלוקה דרבנן. What is that body that he will be dressed after he went up? חלוקה דרבנן. That we know where we study already. C'est quoi le deuxième habit qu'il va prendre pour arriver là-haut? C'est encore des rabanan. שבו מתלבש הנשמות בגן עדן. וכשהוא יורד בעולם הזה יתלבש בגוף הגשמי שהשאיר בסערה בעולם התחתון. So say after, when he come back, he always use the same body he left here. The text say, John, is the only one who is doing that. No one did that before him. No one will do that after him. He's the only one who never died and left the body alive here and use it every time he needs to come back.
So it's like the wrong understanding of a golem when his
Exactly.
Okay.
Donc il dit, il a un corps qu'il a laissé ici, et ce corps, il l'utilise à tout moment quand il fait descendre son âme dans ce monde-là. Quand il est là-haut, il a un autre corps. After basically what he said that Adam HaRishon himself talk about that situation. Why? Let's jump a little bit. After he said, let's go to the next column. On va à l'autre colonne. V'ashta lefizeh, באו רבותינו האחרונים וביארו לנו יסוד נפלא כנודעה לפסיקת הלכה על ידי אליהו. So all the Rabbanim, all the Charonim, they came. They gave to us one knowledge about how to close the Halakha based on Eliyahu's speech. He said it, you have to be physically in front of you. So you see now why we want to fast 40 days. What did we say? We want to see you. You never asked me why. Now you have the answer. No. ונפטר מזה בדברי רבותינו והחתם סופר. חתם סופר. חתם סופר, il n'y a pas de doute. Même חתם סופר, il te dit. L'Halakha, c'est Eliyahu. Il said, בחלק ו' בליקוטי סימן צדיק ח' וזה לשונו. עוד זה חתם סופר, זה חתם סופר, חתם סופר. האמת יורד דרכו. כי מעולם לא עלה אליהו בגופו למעלה. It's known. Eliyahu Hanavi never, his body never left this world at all. Son corps n'a jamais quitté ce monde. Mais Asara Tfachim. So he said, what was the highest level his body went up? 10 Tfachim. C'est quoi le niveau le plus haut son corps s'est élevé? 10 Tfachim. What is 10 Tfachim? Hanukkah. What's the connection?
It's the highest degree when people from, let's say, in Asa we can go. That's why last week was Malchut of difference.
Make it simple. Why do we count 10 Tfachim? Remember the Sugya. Pourquoi on compte 10 Tfachim? Why do we put the Hanukkah exactly at 10 Tfachim? Yes, but what was the Sugya? Remember? Vous savez la Sugya? Pourquoi on avait dit il faut peut-être 10 Tfachim à cause de Kavanot and the Gematria that Harakadosh gave? Look the Limud. This is the secret of connecting yourself to get the Gilouye and Eliyahu. Physically. We don't joke. People care, they think. We don't joke. Have you ever seen Eliyahu? No, so please sit down and listen. Les gens pensent qu'on rigole pas. On a toutes les traditions. Les gens, ils viennent, ils te disent ce qu'il faut faire. Tu as vu Eliyahu, tu as raconté quelque chose? Non. Alors, assieds-toi et écoute. Not, his body say, Khatam Sofer said, the body of Eliyahu never went higher than 10 Tfachim. Say you something about the Chanukia. Let's talk about the Chanukia. Not only that, out of Chanukah, something happened with 10 Tfachim. But
there's a sugya in Sukkot also about Moshe Rabbeinu.
And
Shechina, and I think if you look there, you also
exactly. Look at this.
All the giant.
Look at this. That's why, for this who have followed the Minhag, ceux qui ont suivi le Minhag, you did that Afadam before the Hilula. Believe me, you will not understand what we would be in 2 weeks.
What's Afadam?
When you bring out the drop of blood on the sun.
Some people do it before.
Yeah, we did it on Friday.
It's part of a process.
It was the way to be ready to enter into the Hilula of Avraham, because he was the one who knows why you have to do that. And after the limit of yesterday, you will see. You'll see. We are here. You'll see. And his soul went up among the angels. Son âme est partie au milieu des anges. Les gouffons nit dakak ve nizdachar ve shora began Eden atarton beolam hazeh. And so his body becomes so pure, he stood in Gan Eden atarton. Gan Eden atarton, we study it. Keep it for you. Sur Gan Eden atarton, on l'a déjà vu. Regardez pour vous. Sachez où le trouver. Ubeyom, ken? Ubeyom, besora bimera biaminu. The day of the Geoula, le jour de la Geoula, תתלבש נשמתו בגוף הקדוש alaz. So he said, the day of the Geula, he will use the same body, the same shape. Meaning, who do you see on the day of the Geula? Eliyahu behu Pinchas. The same one. The son of Eleazar and the daughter of Yitro. It will be the same physical. Il sera le même, il reviendra, il aura le même corps, même, il va y venir. ואז כשהוא מלובש בגופו, הוא ככל אדם מחכמי בנביא ישראל. So when he's dressed in his body, he's like a normal man. Yehudi. What is Yehudi meaning? He puts tefillin, he puts tzitzit, do prayers, study. No, he's a real Yehudi. Taking on him all the halachot, prononcer toutes les halachot. והוא מוסמך מרבו אחיה השילוני או ממשה. So he said, based on that, when is that man is following two sugyot, because you have different Eliyahu. You have Eliyahu at Tishbi, Eliyahu at Giladi, and another Eliyahu, but we keep it on the side. He said that Eliyahu, one is the Pinchas. One is the student of Achia Shiloni. He said, no matter, when you see this man physically, is or in Achia Shiloni or in Moshe, straight. Nothing else. Look là. Quand tu vois cet homme-là, c'est simple. Il a soit le derrière de Moshe, soit le derrière Achia Shiloni. And he's Musmar. It means that you see him, you see a rabbi. You don't need to ask for your certificate from the Jerusalem Rabbanut. You don't. He's musmar. You see the man, you say, the rabbi is a chacham. What do I want? Look. Oh, Moshe, Rabbeinu Alav Shalom, im u Pinchas. So it depends. Sometimes you see Eliyahu, sometimes you see Pinchas. Just be careful. Ve'u Yismor et Chachmei Israel, and he will do the smicha. That's why our smicha here will be called smichat Eliyahu. People give you smachot, it's musma. We don't care. How we build it, we're gonna see. So like the smicha, we see, like we have Ariza program. We have a smichat Eliyahu. Vous allez voir. Regardez ce qu'il dit. C'est all the Chacham Israel. You want to be a rabbi? Did you receive the smicha from Eliyahu? No, so please, c'est pas. Tu veux être un rabbin? Oui, tu as reçu la smicha d'Eliyahu? Non, c'est toi. Look. ואז שהוא בא בגופו, quand il vient dans un corps, when he comes in the body, יש לו דין ככל בני אדם, בחיים, he respect all the halachot. וכן, בכל פעם שמתגלה ומתערב בעולם הזה, מלובש בגוף החזה, גם כן יש לו דין אדם שבישראל וחיים, והוא חכם מישראל, היחידי שנשאר חי בגופו, בזמן משה רבנו. So he said, what's happening with Pinchas and Eliyahu is the only חכם who was physically alive when Moshe was teaching. Till now, no witness except him. C'est le seul qui a été physiquement présent quand Moshe enseignait. De ce moment-là jusqu'à maintenant, il n'y a aucun autre à part lui.
It's like we have two Masorah now. We have Masorah from Moshe and Yeshua and the others. And
Wait.
And now we have
Wait. Yes. Wait. It's gonna be worse. Wait. Because you start slowly. Wait, attends. Attends. Ça va empirer. Là, on chauffe juste. Il said, נשאר בגופו בזמן משה רבנו, והוא מלמדנו כעת מה ששמע ממשה רבנו. ששמע מפי הגבורה. Say, he will teach us what he have heard from Moshe Rabbeinu himself. Not from, with all the respect I have for the others, not from some big rabbis. They say, okay, who are you? I'm Rambam. Say, you are Moshe? No. Who are you? I'm Ramban. You are Moshe? No. Who are you? What Moshe was saying, he will tell you. Ce que Moshe disait, il va te dire, il va te expliquer. Never forget that Yehoshua lost 3,000 halachot. N'oubliez jamais que Yehoshua a perdu 3,000 halachot. Ah, he thought he will remember. Il pensait qu'il allait se souvenir. That's why Rabbi Chaim is telling you, never be arrogant when it comes about halakha. Never be careful about being arrogant. Because you think you know, but actually you don't know. Il te dit, fais attention, ne deviens pas arrogant avec la halakha. Que tu penses que tu sais, mais en fait, tu ne sais pas. Si tu penses que tu sais, il faut expliquer. Si tu ne peux pas expliquer, alors fais comme l'avenant de Waïf. When he's coming in soul, like in Brit Milah, we don't receive a single halakha from him. Because a soul cannot psak. Parce qu'une âme ne peut pas définir une halakha. This is the introduction. And now see what's happened. I'll go to the next page. On va aller à la page. Sorry. Daf Kuf Mem Chet.
So when the Zohar breaks down is it it's in the name of Rabbi Shimon or Rabbi Shimon learned it from Eliyahu? Guf taught it to him, or Rabbi Shimon taught it to him?
On arrivera à la réponse. So, Daf Kuf Mem Chet. Daf Kuf Mem Chet is talking about Gilouye Eliyahu to the Ariza. Il parle de la révélation d'Eliyahu à Ariza, Begufo Mamash. Physically, face to face. Physiquement face à face. Comment chez Mitgalé, les Tanaïm ou les Amoraïm. Comme il se dévoilait aux Tanaïm et aux Amoraïm. What is telling to you before that? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit devant? He said, he talked about Rashbi, that it was face to face. Goof, with Eliyahu Navi. So who are you to say the one is how do you always say the thing? Mezuyaf. They open their mouth, they don't know what they're saying. And he said that only the explanation of the Zohar coming from Hakadosh we consider like true. Seulement les explications du Zohar venant du Hakadosh, on consider comme vrai. Why? Because Eliyahu Navi was face to face. So if the sage said face to face, Halakha, Psak Eliyahu. So what's the Hakadosh? When you say I'm doing what Hakadosh said, people should start to tremble. It's not me saying, look what he said. He said, you have to know one thing. Everything Arakadosh received, I need to read the book. He said he received it from Eliyahu face to face. Mamash. Next title. Lamed He.
And he must have been in the body. When he said it, he must have been in the body.
Yeah, like we said. Rak Ari Levado Shekibel Akol Eliyahu. Only Arakadosh received everything from Eliyahu, and he gives you the proof. Read. I'm just jumping. Il vous donne la preuve, lisez. Je saute moi. Yada et apirouche amitit bazoar. Ve'alav bilvad אנו שמחים בביור הזוהר. With all the respect for the other, if you said something from your own logical connection, we respect. But you're not the Akadosh.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec ces gens qui disent que la Sulam, c'est le Ari?
I'm making everything clear now. I'll tell you why the Bethel, they are also not in the... We don't care.
La Sulam, some people say that he's the Ari, so that's why they...
No, they say he's an important
What did you say about the text?
One second. Bethel, we have our way to do halachot. We have many halachot I have not explained to you because some of you will not understand or will think that they are more clever than me. So I just keep quiet. Because at that place called Bethel, Eliyahu came many places, many times. So for us, we don't care about what is written in your books. We care about what has been sent to us.
Just the smicha. The Rashash was Rachaim. He got smicha from the Ari.
Exactly.
From Eliyahu, and he has smicha. This smicha to give.
Look.
Oh, so this thing that this certificate that you have over here, it's not just a certificate.
It's even not a certificate.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Some words.
It's for the people that walk in off the street and go, ooh.
No, I'm saying that it's the thing about the smicha, right?
It's not.
No, it's not smicha. It says he learned it for 6 years.
Says that he learned it.
Look. כבר בדורו של הארי, à l'époque du Hari, in the time of Akadosh, שהיו מאוד גאונים, giant words in this generation, עולם בראשם, and on the top, Maran Bet Yosef, Rabbi Yosef Karo, lui-même était au-dessus d'eux. כולם נכפפו, וקיבלו כל דבריו. All of them bow down, and they receive a speech. לכל אשר יאמר הארי דברי אליהו. Everything he will say is from Shamayim. They receive it. If you want to see proof, you have the text. Read the text. La preuve is le texte. All Bet Yosef is ça que quand tu de Kabbalah. All the Bet Yosef, tout le Shulchan Aruch, il est posé sur la Kabbalah.
Mais par exemple, aujourd'hui, Bet Yosef,
Ouais, parce qu'ils veulent le rendre chat. Mais
He explains that he didn't have some of the teachings until after he wrote his book.
Exactly.
For example, the bracha, right? He said he paskined it's a bracha levatala. Why? Because the Rishonim didn't have it, and it says in there that after he saw what the Ari taught, because the Ari gave everything in 22 months. He wrote his book before the Ari started teaching. And then afterwards, he passed away. He was doing like the Ari. He was saying the bracha every day and was saying lafkoth.
So what I'm saying is that now, because it's Bet Yosef, and we have to bring them to the Ari because they already have the pshat.
No, you need to do it Even Ashua, that's it. No, not that's it. It means that people will follow if they see that what you're doing is full of blessing and atzlacha. If you say, we do like this, we do like that, we do like it, and they say, it's not written. You say, no, look, it's written in Shulchan Aruch. You don't understood it because you thought that the Rabbi Yosef Karo, psak al pi pshat. There's no pshat.
How they get to this understanding?
The pshat mentality. There's no pshat. What's the pshat? It's the only pshat we count on is the pshat of Gan Eden, which is higher than the soul. So why are you talking about pshat?
Even the language is not the language of pshat. It's like hiding things all over.
Adragat Rabbeinu Arizal ken Navi. The level of Akadosh is like Navi. Why? Because many Pashtim say, if you're not a Navi, you cannot posek Halakha. Yes. He giving you the proof. All the text is proving. Ken Navi. Parce que quand tu n'es pas un prophète, j'ai dit, tu ne veux pas arrêter la Halakha. Donc il dit, regarde, il y a des preuves ici, qu'on sait que c'est un Navi. On n'écoute que lui. We listen to him only. Adjun. Halakha qui est divré Arizal afilu neged arishonim. L'halakha is always, c'est toujours comme l'Arizal, même si c'est contre les rishonim. Halakha always like Ariza, even if it's against the Rishonim. Not the Rishonim.
The Rambam, the Rashi. All the Torah.
Ceux qu'on écoute aujourd'hui.
Merci. They want to teach us. Leave me alone.
Why would that be?
C'est Das Yachid.
Pour you, it's not a chidush.
No, I'm saying whoever is greater in Torah, regardless of who came before you, if you're greater, you can prove that your understanding of Torah is greater than that.
Okay, you hold in Rambam?
Huh?
You hold in Rambam? Or do you wash your hands before Motzi?
What the says?
Yeah.
Says to fill out the
Negedari, don't say it's false. Why don't you change? No, you said that it's obvious. If it's obvious for you, did you change or you keep it?
The Chiddush is connected to the sugya about Rabbi Yehoshua, who paskined about the stove, and all the Sanhedrin didn't understand his svara, but the Bas Kol said, no, he's right. So that was the Gemara saying, this guy's hasaga of Torah is better than all of yours. And the Sanhedrin said, Torah lo b'shamayim. It's ours. We paskin like us. He's a Das Yachid. The Ariza Das Yachid. It's a massive Chiddush to say what the Rebbe just read. Massive.
Another question.
Turn the yeshiva world on its head.
Many students I see people coming here trying to attack me. Let's take one question. Rabbi bless the wine. You drink? Why? No, the why you drink. Ramban don't say to drink.
No, that's sort of when I see a svara in Torah that makes more sense, I'm just gonna go with what makes more sense. As opposed
Yes, but it seems to be easy. But when it's habits, people don't change. And even sometimes they try to find explanation to contradict what you're saying.
You're trying to explain to me why it's a chidush.
No, it's a chidush. Why, if you bring this in 90% of the yeshiva, people will kick you out?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
I couldn't say
because I said why it's such a. You're showing me why it is actually. I mean, I ate his fish, but
If you go like that, I will give you one example. I will not enter. If you donne un exemple, je ne vais pas rentrer plus loin parce que c'est problématique. Because it's problem. I know we are exposed. So like everybody, I will say, Rabbi, don't put feeling, please. I didn't know my position. But if he asks to me, according to what I receive, I'll say to input. But I don't want to put you in war, to mess with your shidurim, to mess with the school of your kids. I don't want this. Huh?
Who needs
Abel Nathan.
Of course I need it. If the soul of Eliyahu needed a bond, you need a bond.
Depends how you want to what. For avoider or for pleasure.
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, I wish some rabbi who were shouting at me to listen to this.
Oh, even it's simple. For Rabbi, for what I said about the tefillin. Maseret Avodah Zarah, Yerushalmi. Rabbi Yehuda. He said we only believe the non-Jews when they put tefillin and tzitzit. If it's now. If it's when Mashiach come, when Mashiach come. So if you create a kind of thing like, Halakha should be a way to show to the people, we are the chosen ones, and you are far away from your creator. No?
So what's the right approach? For example, like for people that, like for example, in the yeshiva, and it's how's the right approach to ask you like questions in a way to learn? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But
What I'm telling to you is the best. Don't ask me questions because my answer can make you crazy. The best is get the book and study. And just pray for one thing. We want to see Eliyahu, not we. I want to see Eliyahu face to face. Teach me.
Like, for example, me, I'm not like I think she'll ask you privately because I'm not doing the for the 48. You understand what I'm trying to say? The people I'm like
Because you don't understand for years. I'm telling you, do Aliyah, but you're trapped in Australia. So when you will have the desire to do Aliyah, all of it will be access to you. But when someone's telling you that, no, I'm here, but I will live Eretz Israel, it's hard. Why? Because Eliyahu himself said to HaKadosh, your life is good in Egypt, right? You see me every day. He said, you know what? Go now Eretz Israel. I don't want. And he said, only if you go, I will tell you more.
right.
So, okay. So meaning that the desire of Kustaret is normal. But Eliyahu Navi's Asmacha cannot stand when someone said that outside is better than in.
What I meant is like how, for example, how
I just answered your question. You did not listen to me.
Yeah.
You asked me how can I deal with that because I'm not a part of it. I make it short. I said change your mindset about Aliyah, and after things will be smooth. What's your question?
My question is someone that's like you said, here and not here, whatever. How does the person be open and to you said to Aliyah for get Zata Galia, I get it. But saying how does someone, for example, with their midot, like actually 100% like if they have questions or whatever, how do they 100% give the respect to the place, respect to the students, respect to the not the differences, the new information.
So I go back in my answer. The mindset of Aliyah, when you consider that what you have here, it's better than anything else that can be found on earth, it will start to work on your midot. Even if you don't have the marble on the wall like you have in Australia and France. Even if you don't have the same salary wage like you have in Australia. Just the Aliyah mindset. What is Aliyah? Don't think about Jewish agency. Think about bringing your soul to another level. That level comes also with many gifts. The first one is good midot. Because we all lost a lot when we left. I lost one office with football players and $1 million in the bank account. I lost it. Because of what? Aliyah. So if you want to know how to be a part of something with midot being built, make the choice of the Kedusha, not the choice of Kashmiyut. Every time you are here with us, but thinking about you going back to Brisbane or Sydney, you will not be a part of this Torah. Because this Torah is it's like a pot. You're cooking something. Let's say you're cooking, a good chulent, and you don't need to put sugar inside. You don't need to put, some species. And you have that species here. No, if I put it, all the plate will be messed.
But I have purposes. Purposes.
I'm telling you. Your purposes, you will succeed in them if you put this place at first place. I'm the only one to say, I want to be president of Congo, but living in Jerusalem. People say, you're crazy. I don't care if it's happened. If not, I don't care. So he said, Lametet. כלל פשוט וברור, שדעת מרן הבית יוסף שקיבלנו הוראתיו, שהלכה לעולם כדעת אריזל. C'est quoi la pensée de Bet Yosef? De Rabbi Yosef Karo, il fait regarde. Date, l'halakha, que date Arizal. You want the proof? He gave you many sources. The truth is, if you did all the lecture of the night, you studied all the night last night. The purpose was to keep you aware and awake all the night. If you start at Chatzot, you may have finished a few minutes before the dawn come or something like that. If you take your time, study, chill, tac. Il fait la halakha, c'est comme le date Arizal. Afilu negel kol poskim vedivre maran atzmo. The Shulchan Aruch. He said, even if you find the Shulchan Aruch something which is not like Arizal, we go like Arizal. Even if the Shulchan Aruch himself, or Rabbi Yosef Karo, seems to contradict himself, we go like Ariza. So you know what you study now. ומה שלא כתב בשולחן ערוך כהראי משום שלא ראה את דברי הארי. And everything which is not written in the Shulchan Aruch like Arizal is because it was written before discovery HaKadosh. Tout ce qu'il n'a pas écrit dans le Shulchan Aruch comme l'Arizal, c'est parce qu'il n'a pas vu le HaKadosh avant. Autre même. Léolam Kaimalaan Kari. Gam b'makom sava v'gam b'neged aminag. Say every time you have to do things that are HaKadosh. Even if it's against a minag, même si c'est contre un minag. Do you understand the power you have in your hands? Comprenez la puissance que vous avez dans vos mains maintenant? That's why what Rav Getz was doing, say, Tzadikim, be Sfarad, be Ashkenaz, be Chassid, but Halakha Karizal. If Halakha Karizal is bringing me to do like Ashkenazim, I do like them, I have no problem. Tashlir, it's what? It's not Sepharadi. Tashlir Ashkenazi. Don't be in that world. No. Respect your culture, your origin. But Halakha, are you applying it? What are you saying? If Dari say it like Sfarad, do like Sfarad. He said like Ashkenaz, do like Ashkenaz. Don't be in that war. Fais selon le Hari. Ne cherche pas à faire le combat c'est le cas de dire des clochers là, entre les Sfaradim, les Ashkenazim. Non. Si l'Ashkenaz, il est dans le Emet, prends Minag Ashkenaz. Dans le Tashlir, dans la manière, in the way to put some tefillin. Il y a plein de trucs. If you read Shara Kavanot, there's many psak we do like Ashkenazim.
J'ai compris que ce que tu nous as appris la semaine passée par rapport à la Gadlut, en fait, c'est ça le problème, c'est que beaucoup d'écoles, même de Mekoubalim, ils sont en 4000. Pourquoi? Parce que s'il y a quelque chose qui ne va pas comme il veut, ça ne va pas. Et après, ils pètent un plomb pour des choses. Alors que nous, ici, comme par exemple, des fois, bon, on est en retard pour ça ou on est en retard pour ça, mais on ne se prend pas la tête.
C'est ça.
On reste en Gadlut et on fait comme le.
Exactement. Exactement.
Parce que comme tu disais, il y a beaucoup de Mekoubalim après ils divorcent et ça et ça. Et j'ai réfléchi, pourquoi ça? Je dis, c'est parce qu'ils veulent. Comme tu disais toujours, des talibans, ils sont trop carrés. C'est cadeau de ça.
Hey, mate, if you spend your life to read the 8 books of HaKadosh, you are over the problem. So now, let's go, but we have this. Let's put one direction, main direction. Avraham, Avinu. This I've received it from Avraham. So it's not from me. Arian P. Avraham Avinu, Rachid Tevot, Ariran Pin. Ariran Pin. Eliyahu. Ari. What is Ariran Pin? C'est quoi Ariran Pin? Quote du Yud. The quote of the Yud. All the Torah of Aleph and the Torah over the Aleph. We don't know. Toute la Torah du Aleph et qui est du Aleph qu'on ne connaît pas. What are the two pillars who brought it down? C'est qui les deux piliers qui les ont menés en bas? Eliyahu Navi. What are who talk first about Eliyahu Navi? Qui a parlé premier après Eliyahu Navi? Adam Arishon. Who is the first tikkun of Adam Arishon? Avraham Avinu. One more time. Adam Arishon. Avraham. Ariran Pin. Now let's go back to what we saw last week. Pardon, ce qu'on a fait la semaine dernière. I said that it was the most important limud of all Botsina Kadisha years. Oui, c'était le limud le plus important de tout Botsina Kadisha. It was on the day after we went in Ashdod. Said about how we can build the kavanot. Je parlais de comment on va construire les kavanot. We saw how we're going to build them from the Gadlut aspect. And most of the kavanot we have now are based on Katlut. On a vu comment on allait faire les kavanot en Gadlut et que la plupart des kavanot qu'on a maintenant, ils sont que en Katnut. Why? You have to take Nuva, tu dois prendre Nuva, build the Yichud, send up. And after facing, put some ketorets to prevent from the clipper. This is Katnut. I don't say it's bad. I just say it's a way to bring Hilula out to fix Katnut. But what is the kavanot begadlut we want to do? We need two things. First of all, midot tovot. Because the kavanot in gadlut, you cannot do them if you are not able to put white clothes and oil on your head. Kavanot en gadlut, tu ne peux pas les faire si tu ne construis pas des habits blancs. Tu ne peux pas avoir des habits blancs et des huiles sur ta tête. And we saw also about what is written in Masechet Avodah Zarah Daf Mem Aleph about the Avodah Zarah called Dagon.
Oh, the Pope's special.
Exactly. On a vu ce que dit Masechet Avodah Zarah sur Dagon. What did we saw? So that Dagon, according to the Gemara, Yerushalmi, is the only Avodah Zarah in all history which bowed down by himself in front of Hashem. This is Kavanot. I don't need to fight anymore to change that. We want to build Kavanot based on the fact that the Avodah Zarah is enough clever to know exactly who's the master. If Dagon did it, they can all do it. Or you can find the word for Gatnut, meaning, we have to convince to fight.
I had a thought that, like, even from the Rambam, but some the Avodah Zarahs aren't wrong ideas in their external aspects, because we live in Katnus and we live in that there's a myriad of forces. It's just that the panemius of there, either there is no panemius or the panemius is wrong. Because the Rambam said that the origin was that they connected all the Avodah Zarahs back to the main master. They were just dealing with his lieutenants, so to speak.
Yes.
So just like with Yeshu, it's possible to infuse all of these structures with the Or Ein Sof, and everyone sees, that's just lieutenant, it's a son, it's a like.
Exactly. So the meaning, the purpose, c'est-à-dire quoi le but, c'est quoi? And what I said, it was a special day because we understood that we have to write that Siddur based on Kavanot Apikadlut. Meaning we're gonna build it with the Otiyot, being focused, like said the Bra, on the first bracha, Magen Avraham. Oh. Magen Avraham. And also before the Ose Shalom, with the otiyot of your names. And all this will be Ma'arichet. You have to print that Siddur, at least for us.
Do we have a surah of Magen Avraham? We have Magen David, 6 points. We have the Seal of Shlomo, 5 points. Magen Avraham, 8. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's very, very interesting.
How do you know it's 8?
I say I think also.
It's
It's my personal.
A start day, I think.
Yeah.
The what is our a start day took this thing.
Yes.
They use it.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone had heard that on the Pach Shemen was Magen Avraham.
Oh, someone?
Yeah, the person that said, and he's not, so he's just in America doing his thing. I don't know how religious he is, but he's the one that said that Hanukkah is the shamash of all the other Yom Tovim. And then I said, oh, and his yurtzeit is today, so it's a great raya for what you're saying. And he said, I heard that the Magen Avraham was on the Pach Shemen. And I said, oh, that's really interesting. Do we know what it looks like? And he said, I don't know, but that's just what I heard. Oh, another question. You said midot, white clothes, and oil. Is it so simple to say that somebody's resistance to putting white clothes on Shabbos and putting oil on his head because of embarrassment and all these other like chitzoni things are just a reflection of bad midot?
Yes.
And that if he had the right midot, he wouldn't care. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. My master told me to wear white. I'm wearing white.
I can even tell you one day Rabbi Israel told me that all the people who have problem to wear white on Shabbat, it's because the midot they have cannot afford that. That's why they post it. Even sometimes when they say, I'm ashamed. You're ashamed. When you make sins, you're not ashamed. But for me, it's problem. It's
Nice. Okay, so the Shabbos was a madrega. I was at my father-in-law's. The whole family was there. I went to Beit Knesset like I did, but then I came home. And I came to the dinner and I was like,
Rabbi Shimon went crazy. Bah, I love it. Tu es parti loin.
Et c'est à cause du Haïtafa.
yeah, this Hanukkah. I think Botzina Kadisha leveled up this Hanukkah. Big things happen.
Oh, this is the family of Tzadikim.
Oh my God, it doesn't even look the same.
You see?
Your face doesn't look the same.
It's just making
You have the extra soul on your face. You don't look. Can I get this? No, it's your wife. Has your wife in it? Can you crop your wife out? Can I get a picture?
Yeah.
In his limud this morning, he said that Hanukkah is connected with Dagen.
River.
Dagen.
Again?
The voters are bowing down.
Yeah.
But we saw the only aspect of the Dagen and the Hanukkah is the Shabbat. Shabbat of Hanukkah, because the Shabbat of Hanukkah is the only time that Nuke does it by itself. That's the only way I can see that.
I think maybe what you wanted to say is like Hanukkah really we fight back the when they try to change what we are, all the Torah, all the mindset. So meaning that okay, we have many problems with the non-Jews, but Hanukkah is really when they try to change what we are in our Torah. And they went far. They even brought pork. They did a lot of things. So I think this is the Chag where you will see the maybe the Dagon dimension, because at the end they accept being defeating, but we're still not in the Dagon level, because Dagon level will be like you see all the Greek philosophers coming and say, what happened with you guys? We bow down. Why? Because you're Jew.
According to the Sod, you do Bet Shammai every day. Bet Shammai is Zot Hanukkah. But Zot Hanukkah kind of aspect of Dagon. The way you from your Masorah, you learn the Hanukkah candles. You do it every day. Maybe the outside, maybe it's like the Rim Mashiach is when the whole world is like that. But in this, am I right? And for the normal, for not normal, for world at large, they can achieve the Dagan aspect maybe on Shabbat, because we learned that the Nuk on Shabbat is built by itself. You don't have to do any work. So why we learned that? You taught us the reason why you learned you light the Hanukkah candle before the Shabbat candle is by us doing the Hanukkah candle. When she builds it by herself, the Nuk, it's much more powerful. Or are they wrong?
You said many things. About one aspect about Shabbat. Shabbat, do you wash your hands when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
So why, if Shabbat is disconnected from Klippa, why do you wash your hands? So it means that Shabbat, what we have now, is not the perfect Shabbat yet, because we still have to brush our teeth, to go to toilet, and to wash our hands, because some death comes on us. But I thought we wasn't Shabbat. Meaning, in some aspect, Hanukkah's level in that point is higher than Shabbat. Why? Because at Hanukkah, what we try to do is compare Hanukkah, we light outside. What is the purpose of lighting outside? Is to grab all the Lord's sparks. Donc le but d'allumer à l'extérieur, c'est de prendre toutes les étincelles perdues. From where do we have that logical? From Masiyat Avodah with Dagon. What is the sugya there? They are asking, is it permitted to use the broken parts of an Avodah Zarah? Yes or no? And Rav Shmuel Ben Lakish, he said yes. Because if the Avodah Zarah by himself submitted to the Kedusha, all the Tuma on it is nullified. So mutar to use the sparks to bring it in the Kedusha. It seems to be simple, but let me explain something. Go and see all the Mekubalim. Allez voir tous les Mekubalim. And ask them about you using Bela ben Beor, Husham, Adad ben Bedad, and so on. They will say, no, don't use them because they are names which are basically dinim. They will be exposed soon. Use Adar and Meitavel. But this is not the sugya of what he's saying here in Masiyat Avodah Zarah. He said, you can use that sparks. Meaning, you take the sparks of the 7 kings broken, not using them after they become something new. Like they are like this. Take them, you can use them. All you can do is only Kavana Begadlut. Why? Because you have to bring them to surround themselves. C'est ça le but qu'on essaie de faire. You need media lachot. How do you do? To bring to bring all the cross to bow down. You see them bowing down? No. They're standing with power. See all the Muslims the symbol here in the old city. You see them, even one is in front of Bethel. They bow down. No. Space down. Why? For sure, we are missing something. Kavanot Begadlut. And the Kavanot Begadlut is not to do things by ourselves, to say, Hashem, you will act. We just want to build the road to that aspect. And not the Kavanot in Ketnut, where we want to build Nukva. Yes, it's good. But Hashem can do it without us also.
Is there any aspect of Hanukkah like Gadlut? Like Gadlut?
Hanukkah itself, it's the symbol of Gadlut, because you go taking outside the sparks from Avodah Zarah.
Yeah.
So yes. So what we saw, qu'est-ce qu'on a vu la semaine dernière, c'est ça le but. Why is it wasn't an important day? Because we understand that now we have the issue of writing down the Siddur. And you cannot imagine what it means. You know what is a Siddur? That's why I say we need to work together, because there's a lot of things to note, to think about, and to know exactly how to build It seems to be small, but it's a massive work to know exactly what are the kavanot we can introduce in Magen Avraham.
There's an aspect of the siddur that's higher than the chumash because in the Beit Din you swear on the siddur.
How did you see? We learned about the letters before you left to Ashdod. How did you see the siman? We started learning last Sunday about the letters.
Everything I'm telling you now, I know it for many years.
Yeah.
Keep it for me. So when I start to teach the letters, my purpose is to have that confirmation.
And how did you get the confirmation?
I
Oh,
have
that's
to
another
come-
thing.
I have to come to Ashdod. You choose not to come. I should receive the information.
That was in French.
Sometimes in another language, you receive more than your own language. The dynamic, you focus on different things. Because of people, body language, from the place, you have time to see everything. You don't understand what's said. Let's see what's happening around. So you see, what was for me the main point to do with the Hilula of Avraham Avinu, c'était quoi pour moi la chose la plus importante avec le Hilula d'Avraham Avinu, c'est de comprendre que Adam, Avraham, qui est Adam aussi, they had one purpose. That purpose was Eliyahu Hanavi. Ils avaient un objectif. Cet objectif-là, c'était Eliyahu Hanavi. How is it possible to say it so easily? Look, it's like this. You see? On peut dire si facilement que c'était l'objectif d'Eliyahu Hanavi. Vous allez comprendre. There's a place exactly where I bring the Chida and he connect Eliyahu Hanavi and David HaMelech. He said that all the purpose, what you know that Adam gave life to David HaMelech. And he said that it's the same topic. It makes sense because it would be which became Easter. So then Easter is the beginning of their it's the rising. So they took the it's the beginning of the Kedusha. So they appropriated their symbol to begin their if I remember looking at this tape from last time. But I will find it after. Let's finish here before we go. We start the Otiot. We go back in the Otiot. But here is the element about Avraham Avinu. You have to know that there's a way to access to the Father. Il y a un seul chemin d'accéder au Père. And without the Father, impossible to bring you. Sans les pères, meaning Avraham, Isaac, Yaakov, c'est impossible de négocier. Who can bring it to them? Eliyahu himself.
So with the Magen Avraham in the morning, when you do the siddur, when we do the siddur, so when you do the first bracha of the Amidah, because that's our connection to the Avot, we have to bring Eliyahu into that first bracha, because that's how you can get the Magen, the real Magen.
For sure, this is one of the kavanot we will have to introduce in the first bracha, but the question is where exactly? Because you have Elohim and Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Legion, where you place it? It's a whole work. We're going to start just after we finish all the Otiyot study. We have to make it. I think time is up to reveal more. Baruch Adonai, amen.